Oh man. Whew, just another day. Just another day in the world we call life, right? Just another day in the world we call sports, we call life. You call it whatever you want it. This is the Funky Fresh SportsCast. Battered up. Yes, baseball's in full swing and full effect right now. We got some baseball games to know about right now here. We have the Cleveland Guardians in the bottom of the fourth right now, up 4-2. But looking like they're in trouble. We got runners at second and third right now, only one out. Whit Merrifield up at in the dish against Aaron Cervical, who has 2 earned runs in 3 innings pitched, 4 hits, 3 walks, and 3 strikeouts. Whit Merrifield is 2 for 2 with a stolen base. We got the top of the second. The Brew Crew and the Baltimore Orioles are 0-0. Right now, there's 2 outs. Runner at second. We got Colton Wong up to bat for the Milwaukee Brew Crew. We have at 1:05 Pacific time, we have the Rockies and the Rangers. Austin Gumber versus Tyler Hearn. Then we have at 2:10 Pacific time, we have the Red Sox taking on the Tigers. Michael Waka Waka versus Matt Manning. Not a Manning of mine, but maybe you might be related to me somewhat. Yes, my last name is Manning. Those that are curious to know. At 3:40 Pacific time, we have the Athletics and the Rays. We have Paul Blackburn versus Luis Patoon. Then we have at 3:45 Pacific time, we have the New York Mets taking on the Phillies, the battle in the National League East. We have Taiwan Walker versus Ranger Suarez here. Then we have at 4:05 Pacific time here, 7:05 Eastern, we have the Blue Jays taking on the Yankees. We have Alec Manoa taking on Jamison Talon. Then we have the Nationals on the Braves, Josh Rogers and Husakar Yona. Then we have the Mariners taking on the Twins, Chris Flexen versus Dylan Bundy. We have the Marlins versus the Angels, Elsa Hernandez versus Michael Lazarin. Then we have the Padres. And the Padres and the Giants playing in San Francisco tonight. We have Nick Martinez for the Padres and Alex Wood. A couple games that got postponed. A game that got postponed today. The makeup date will be June 4th. The Pirates and the Cardinals got rained out in St. Louis today. A lot of bad weather. A lot of bad weather here. All right, we got a 4-3 ball game here. 4-3 ball game here. In the bottom of the fourth here, the Royals are starting to come back and get some runs here. Whit Merrifield hitting ground out, which scored Michael A. Taylor. You got Nick E. Lopez at third. You got Bobby Witt Jr. at the deck. He has a stolen base and he has struck out. He's also been responsible for having a run brought in here. So we're going to the bottom of the second here. Baltimore will be batting here. And hopefully Aaron Cervical can get out of this mess here. It looks like there's a lot of runs here. So we'll get into my bet record here. I'm gonna go through the bet record here. We didn't go through April 4th through 10th. My NBA record betting wise was 13-16. I mean, my parlays is 0. I've not won any parlay bets, but as far as single bets, as far as me picking right from wrong bet, was 13-16 in NBA. Then MLB, got a little bit of taste of the MLB. I was 14-11. So not too bad. Not too bad, I should say. This week coming up, we got MLB NBA starts tomorrow. The playoffs, the playing games. So we'll see those games being played. And so yeah. I won one NBA championship this year in fantasy. I lost one to my good friend. It's Complete TV. And I got third place in another league, and I got second place in another. So two runner-ups, one final, one actual trophy, one third place trophy, and one ninth place trophy. No last place trophies though. No last place trophies though. All right. Oh well, they brought a new pitcher here. New pitcher here. So they took out Aaron Cervical here already. He's already been yanked. Anybody that had him in fantasy or any type of DFS as far as pitching. I mean, he still might get the win here, but it depends here. Bobby Witt Jr. gets a hold of one. He'll get responsible for two more runs here. He'll be responsible for a 5-run inning here. Yeah. So we'll see about that here. We got to get our bets in today here. Like I said here, we have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 games here. We got 9 games to choose from here. All right, we got the Rockies and the Rangers here in good old Texas here. The Rockies have been playing very well here. They've been playing really well. The Rangers have been playing pretty decent to say the least here. Both teams have been Rockies have been putting no runs up hardly, but the Rangers have. So the under 10 runs here, looking mighty interestingly here. You know, I like that here. I'm over under runs and whatever it is, guy here. So then we have the Red Sox and the Tigers here. Um, yeah, Red Sox have been kind of disappointing here. They think over 9.5 runs here. Interesting here. Interesting there here to say over 9. I'm gonna say I mean, they haven't been playing really well, but we'll go with Matt Manning here on the money line here. The Athletics and the Rays here. A's finally got the first win yesterday in a low-scoring affair here, and I like the under 8.5 between the Rays and the Athletics here. Then we have the Mets and we have the Phillies. Always an interesting battle between the Mets and the Phillies here. Let's see. Over under 9 runs is kind of a theme right here today. Phillies have been playing really well here. I'm gonna go with under the 9 here. Then we got the Blue Jays. We got the Blue Jays and the Yankees here. Yankees didn't win yesterday, but I had the under. So they think they might be over 9 runs here in the Yankees and Blue Jays here. We'll go with that. We'll take the over 9. Then we have the Nationals and we have the Braves. I'm gonna go under 9.5 runs there. The Braves and Nationals here. Then we have the Mariners and the Twins here. I like the under 9 here. I like the under 9 there. We have the Marlins and the Angels here. I'm gonna take Marlins here. Take the Marlins. We're taking the Marlins. And then Padres and Giants. The Giants have been. Well, we'll go over 8.5 runs in that game here. So let's uh let's review the bet here. This will be the MLB parlay here. MLB parlay for 11 here. We took the team total under 10 runs in the Rockies Rangers. We took the Tigers money line here. And like I said, I mean, I'm trying to do something here and try to maybe pick some upsets here if I can. If not, we're looking at team total under under 8.5 runs between the A's and the Rays. All right, then we have team total under 9 runs in the Mets and the Phillies. And we have the team total over 9 runs in the Blue Jays and the Yankees. Then we have the team total under nine and a half runs in the Nationals and the Braves for the time being. All right, then we have the team total under 9 runs in the Mariners and Twins. And then we have the Marlins here. Marlins, the money line here. I mean, they'll be playing against Mike Trout and them here tonight here. And then I took the team total over 8.5 runs. And the Padres and Giants. All at $1 here. Cash ourselves out here. $513.24 if we cash in this parlay here. All right. So yeah, it's been a wonderful baseball season, so far here. And some of my young guys are coming through. Some of my young players, Suzuki from the Saya Suzuki from the Chicago Cubs is really playing well for me. Jeremy Panea for the shortstop for the Astros. Joey Bart has played well for me. Gilbert Ruiz. I mean, my pitching is kind of. But I think pitching at first kind of, the batters have a little more, advantage at first, and then I think the pitchers kind of will kind of get into their own, as I could say. But today I wanted to get in here and talk about my record and some bets here. What's going on here? Oh, we're going to the top of the we're top of the fifth now, and it's 4-4 ball game tied here between the Guardians and the Royals now. Colin Snyder here, another young pitcher for the Kansas City Royals is in here. All right, we got the bottom of the second here. Orioles are threatening here. Orioles are threatening here with runners at second and third here, but there's two outs here, so all they need is another hit here by I believe it's the catcher here, Chironis here. Here's Adley Rotzman here. He has a tricep. So so those are the only two games going on right now. The Guardians and the Royals in the top of the fourth, tied at 4. And the Brewers and Orioles tied at 0 at the bottom of the second, with runners at second and third, two outs. So that's pretty much that. And Scotty Schauffele, he actually won the Masters this weekend. So congratulations to him. Congratulations to Tiger Woods for finishing the Masters, and we have to send some condolences out to Dwayne Haskins Jr.'s family for his tragically passing away this weekend here. Most of you guys already know the story. He was down in Florida training with some of the Steelers, and he was, I guess, supposedly crossing the highway somewhere down there, and was tragically, struck and killed. And he leaves around, he leaves around a wife and probably a family, maybe some kids. I don't know, but there was some not so good tweets. People, it's the best thing to do is when somebody passes away is to say, give it some time, say your piece, but don't say things in anger when somebody, just because somebody might have been something, prior to, being, from dying, that, the first thing people want to say was, well, they want to bring up, your past, or, but we shouldn't do that. Honor the man's life, pay respects to his family, to give respect to the loss of their family member, to not have people out here, just ruffling off at the mouth, And that's unfortunately a thing that as human beings, we have the untamable tongue, which is spoken in James, the book of James. And we just say things and then we can just expect to apologize. Oh, I'm sorry. But really, we need to be more cognizant and consciousness of what we say to people. Because you can't just take certain things back and expect people to accept what you say when you say things with a passion. It's one thing when people are joking around. It's another thing when somebody says something hateful and demeaning and has a certain tone and meaning behind it. Has its and that's what we've done. We've given power to these words that they've grown into their own, and now they control us and they captivate us. So that way now we're just at the mercy and the becking call of it. And it's a tragedy. It's a tragedy in itself, As Romeo and Juliet, the William Shakespeare, life is tragedy. Some people, I think William Shakespeare, was the part that the King James Bible is done, basically the old King James Bible is basically done in rendition to the William Shakespeare type of things. But it's just most of us nowadays, we're just grasping at straws, man. I mean, some people may know more than others, but are they going to let people know? Are they going to try to educate people to know? No, no. And then people will only want you to know what they want you to know, and what they want you to be taught, and what they want you to learn, and not what you're supposed to be. Yeah. I just All right, now we're going to the bottom of the fifth now here. It looks like we're tied at 4 still here. Oh, we got the bases are loaded now here. The bases are loaded for Cedric Mullins to maybe possibly hit a grand slammy here, grand salami here in the bottom of the second here. So we'll look at that. But just wanted to talk a little bit of baseball today here. Baseball's in full swings here. We got and obviously some teams aren't playing today. The Guardians are 1-2. The Royals are 2-1. Brewers are 1-2. The Orioles are 0-3. The Rockies are 2-1. The Rangers are 1-2. Red Sox are 1-2. Tigers are 1-2. A's are 1-2. The Rays are undefeated 3-0. Mets are 3-1. Phillies 2-1. Blue Jays are 2-1. The Yankees are 2-1. The Nationals are 1-3. The Braves are 2-2. The Mariners are 2-1. The Twins are 1-2. The Marlins are 1-2. The Angels are 1-3. The Padres are 3-1. The Giants are 2-1. The Pirates are 1-2, but they got rained out. And same thing with the Cardinals. Like Cardinals and Pirates game got rained out. Cardinals are 2-1. So, and then obviously, there's certain teams not playing. Obviously, the Dodgers aren't playing today. Yeah, because it's just traveling. Oh, 2 runs to score now. It's 2-0 Baltimore now over the Brew Crew right now. So that's what we're doing right now here. We're gonna chill here. We're gonna end the stream here and cut it short today here, short and sweet. We'll be back tomorrow here with a lot more intensity. We'll bring more things, more games. Obviously, we'll talk more about the NBA matchups of the playoff matchups. Who's in there, who's not. Obviously, talk more baseball. There'll be some early baseball games going on, obviously, and talk more about baseball and the fantasy level and a lot of things. And MLB, the show, is a great game. But for today, I'm just going to cut it short, sweet, to the point. So, yeah. So, hopefully everybody will have a wonderful, blessed Monday. I know there's going to be a lot of storms, blizzards, rain, floods, snow. We're getting a little storm here in California, a little rain here and there, a little snow up in the mountains. So we are. So just be sure to take care of yourselves and be vigilant and don't get caught slipping. Don't get caught slipping like the old Childish Gambino. This is America. Don't get you slipping. Don't lose you slipping. Look at I'm whipping them. But yeah, don't get caught slipping out here in the world today, and don't believe everything is the truth, and don't believe that everybody that says they love you and they say they care about you, they might not even love you. They might hate you despite you. But doesn't mean that you have to continue on the same actions as they do because you'll be no better than they are. But yeah, let's have a wonderful and awesome Monday. Peace. Hey, hey.